that the role of the CIO has changed totally, right? So back again, since you and I are of similar age, we were software developers and architects, and we could tell you what RAM to use based on its transactional speed. Do you think any of that matters anymore? The answer is no. What you need as a CIO in 2018 to be is a convener. You understand business requirements and strategy, and then you take that and procure services from multiple cloud providers and plumb it together. And so it's just so funny. I have an MIT engineering degree. I had to be a doctor, engineer, politician, economist to survive the 1990s. But today, unbelievably, you'd probably best be a sociologist.
Right.
It's all about people.
Yeah, the role has changed to how can you help the organization to navigate change? And that is helping people to understand the vision for, hey, here's what's possible, and then bringing them together to have a conversation of, okay, if these are all the things that are possible, what should we be doing? Should we be doing something different in the Boston market than they are doing in Southern California? Probably. I mean, our environments are very different and our communities are different, and there are things that are probably a priority here than aren't there, but we're people that lead those conversations. It's really fascinating to me. The other thing that's fascinating is I had a fair number of conversations at the Chime Forum, and a whole bunch of the CIOs that have been pushed into this operational role, and then you've seen these other roles sort of elevate: chief digital officer, chief innovation officer, and I'm not sure the CIO, the chief information officer, knows what to do now, other than, okay, well, my job now is to keep the EMR running, to make sure the data center runs, to have DR capabilities, and even security somewhat. I mean, not the implementation, but the oversight of security has been taken away from them as well. And they're saying, okay, my job, they really have become more of a director of infrastructure and technology than a traditional CIO. I mean, what do you say to someone who's saying, I want to get out of that trap? How do I get out of that trap? And how do I don't know, differentiate myself in that space?
Right. So I became a CIO in 1996. And as a CIO, I was the chief digital officer, chief innovation officer, chief medical information officer, and the CISO. Right. And so what have I done over the last 22 years? I'm the air traffic controller.
Right.
But I have carved up the office of the CIO into 5 different components. I mean, the ones we just enumerated, because that's the nature of how the work has to be done these days. So fine, tell a CIO, you're a sociologist, it's a change management activity, and you're a convener, and you have these experts working for you at these individual domains. You can't do it all yourself. It takes a village.